Hello everybody. This is the weekly analysis which I do every Sunday before the market opens on Monday. And this week we are looking at the third week of January, starting on the 22nd. And as always, I will share the fundamental news. We will have a look at the website forexfactory.com to see what the high impact news is for this week. And then as usual, I will share the profit and loss that I had from last week's trades, the trade setups that I shared with you in last week's video. And then, of course, I will share my pending orders with you. That's the trade setups that I have in place, and I share those with you in order to help you to make profit from your trading on the foreign exchange market. So let's jump over to the website forexfactory.com, and we see we have the fundamental news, quite a full week this week, and I have some items highlighted for you here. On Tuesday, there's nothing on Monday, but on Tuesday we have the Japanese central bank will have some information coming out, and we're never sure what they're going to say, what they're going to do, what their sentiment is going to be, and even the time that will be released is always tentative. So that will probably be early in the morning, Asia Pacific time, between 7 and 9 a.m. And let's just wait and see. I do have a pending order for the UJ, but it will be prudent to wait and see what this news is going to be and how it's going to affect the movement of the Japanese yen. And then on Wednesday there's some news, and I've highlighted one that in particular, and that's regards to the Canadian currency. And the Canadian Central Bank will be releasing their information on the interest rate. They call it the overnight rate. Bank rate, interest rate, overnight rate, it's all the same thing. And they are not projected to raise or lower the interest rate. It's projected that it will be kept at the same, and that's at 5%. And then on Thursday, we have the European bank rate. They call it the monetary, they call it the main refinancing rate. And that's, of course, the bank rate, the interest rate, overnight rate, all the same thing. And that will be regards to the euro. And also they are not projected to increase or decrease. The interest rate is projected that it will stay the same. And then throughout the week there are some bits and pieces of news regarding the U.S. economy. So be sure and check forexfactory.com for your local time zones for these high impact news items that will come out next week and will definitely have an impact on the movement of currencies and commodities. So now let's have a look at the profit and loss from last week's trade setups. And starting off with gold. This was the cash cow last week, okay? Had a sell limit with the entry price at 2050. You can see that did execute and went a little bit into a loss, and then went directly into profit and just went down for almost four consecutive days and hit the bottom of our Fibonacci level and gave us a total of 480 pips. Fantastic trade on gold last week. Then the Euro-US was neutral on my day chart, which I use for analysis. No clear direction. So if a currency pair has no clear direction, then I would rather not take a trade. I consider that to be neutral. And then the odd US, I had a sell limit on that one, and that did not execute. It did not retrace or make any kind of correction. It just opened the market and went straight down. But remember, as I've said to you many times, if you see one going in the right direction according to the trade setup, it's okay to go ahead and take a small trade. And then as it continues into profit, you can always add to a winning trade. All right, but sometimes they will not come back to the pending order, and the trade will not open, it will not execute, and you can miss out on a good trade. The New Zealand US was the same. Okay, it did not retrace, no correction, no pullback. It just went straight down. All right, so that was another one. It does happen, and it happened with several pairs last week where it just did not pull back at all. But again, you see it going in the right direction, go ahead and take a small trade. And the pound US, unfortunately, that was a buy limit, and it went the wrong direction. So this one hit the stop loss. The pound US hit the stop loss. Then the USD CAD, this was an excellent trade. Okay, the order did open at 1.3380. In fact, It actually, according to this, missed the pending order by 1 pip. But it depends on what broker you use and what your spread is. Your trade could have executed. All right, but again, this is a case where if you see it going in the right direction, go ahead and take a small trade. This one would have turned out for 160 pips. And then the UJ buy limit, which did not open at all, it just went straight up, okay? And then Thursday and Friday started to go sideways. The pound New Zealand was a buy limit, and this one did not open, did not quite hit, just when the market opened on Monday morning, it just went straight up. And the Euro CAD, we did get something on that one. Okay, it went the wrong direction initially, but then came down and hit the pending order and executed midweek, and then we got 55 pips on the Euro CAD. So now let's have a look at the pending orders which I have in place, the trade setups, and I share these with you in order to help you to make profit on the foreign exchange market. Remember, these are the trades that I will be taking. This is my perception on how I see the market moving. I'm not suggesting or recommending you take the same trades. This is not financial advice. You can take the same trades, but it's up to you to manage your own account, to use good risk management. All right, let's see what we've got coming up. And the first one is for gold. We have the resistance levels there at 2040, which has been a strong support resistance zone for quite some time. If we should break above that and continue up, then the next resistance level is 2055. Support level is 2001, okay, which we did go down and touch last week. And then below that, if we should break below 2000 and continue down, the next support level will be 1988. And I am fully bearish on my day chart analysis, fully bearish on gold. So I'm expecting now that gold has come back up and hit our 2040 zone, that it will continue down next week. And so I have a sell limit on gold with the entry price at 2035. 2035 sell limit on gold. The Euro US, I have a sell limit with the entry price at 1.0925. Let that pull back, make a correction, and then the trade will open at 1.0925. The odd US is a sell limit with the entry price at 0.6640. The New Zealand US, I have a sell limit with the entry price very close to where it closed last week at 0.6120. The pound US is a sell limit. This is a little bit of a risky trade, so you can not take this one if you want, or at least use a small lot size. I have a sell limit on the pound US at 1.2710, just a little bit above where it closed last week. Then the USD CAD, that's just a buy. Okay, just buy the USD CAD. It has been bullish against the Canadian currency. The US dollar is bullish against the Canadian currency, but made a big drop last Friday, a little bit on Thursday, and then more on Friday. So it's now at the support level. So as the market opens on Monday morning, this is just a market execution order. Buy the USD CAD. The UJ should continue its bullish move with the US dollar gaining strength. But remember, we looked at the fundamental news, the high impact news that's coming out on Monday. There is nothing, but on Tuesday, we have something from the Japanese central bank. So be cautious with this one. It might be prudent to wait and see what news is going to be released, what the central bank is going to say about the Japanese yen. You never know. All right, so they could decide to come in and support the yen. They've done that a few times. It doesn't usually last very long. But I do have a buy limit on the UJ at 147.85. But again, be prudent, be cautious, wait for that news to come out on Tuesday morning from the Japanese central bank. Then two minor pairs that I always share with you. The first one is the pound New Zealand. I have a buy limit. It is bullish. I have a buy limit at entry price 2.0700. And then finally, the last trade that I share with you is the Euro CAD, which is neutral on my day chart. So as you know, when something is neutral, no clear direction, that means no trade. Okay, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you following, And if you have any comments or questions, leave them below this video and I will get back to you. Be sure you have subscribed to the channel because I have started a new analysis, a new look. Midweek, I will be making a regular midweek video on cryptocurrency. All right, cryptocurrency is taking a new interest worldwide, especially with the release approval of the ETFs, the Bitcoin ETFs by the New York Stock Exchange. So there's a new interest in cryptocurrency, and a lot of people want to know how to get started as an investor, how you can buy and hold crypto. So I'll be making a midweek video on crypto. If you have any comments or questions about cryptocurrency, just leave them below this video. I will get back to you, but be sure you subscribe to this channel and you'll be notified when I make that midweek video, as well as receiving notification for these regular weekly analysis videos. Thanks again for being here. I hope you have a great week of trading. This is Rick Ray signing off.